This is Daniel Film for Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat in Bournemouth, post-fight, Chris Billam-Smith, Isaac Chamberlain. Adam, talk to me about that fight.
I thought it was a wonderful exhibition fight, classic cruiserweight encounter between two guys who could not have given anything more. They were fabulous, the pair of them. I don't know how Chris Billam-Smith at certain points in the fight got a second, third, fourth win. Isaac Chamberlain didn't give up, despite the lack of championship experience, despite the hometown support that Chris had and probably needed in the last 3 or 4 rounds just to get him over the line. It was wide on the cards, and rightfully so. You know, Chris won the fight, but I don't think there was any losers in that. I thought Isaac was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was just entertainment from start to finish. It wasn't the fight I thought it would be. It was much more intense. It was grueling early, and I didn't think it would go longer than 6-7 rounds after a couple. But to be fair, the training teams, the fighters themselves deserve huge credit. It was what boxing was all about. I thought it was an absolute cracker and a wonderful atmosphere and setting, and we'll definitely be back.
You mentioned the atmosphere there. It was electric in there at times. People at Bournemouth have really got behind Chris Billam-Smith and the card in general this week. Is it you planning to come back here surely after that, try and build a fan base for Chris?
100%. I think that I love going around the country and sort of finding these different venues, and we've been thinking about Bournemouth for a long time. Chris has told us that you've got to come down here. Steve Bendel's been on my case. A load of people have said you've got to do it. We had a run many years ago in Plymouth with a guy called Scott Dan where we had huge support there. You know, Josh Warrington in Leeds, obviously Ricky in Manchester, loads of different fighters around the country, and I think this is a small hotbed down here in Bournemouth, because you've not just got him, you've got Joe Pig from Southampton, you've got Lee as well, you've got a great setup here, and I think if the fans come out in their droves for maybe a world title fight for Chris, who knows, maybe we could even go to the football stadium. But I think Bournemouth will definitely be a place that we venture to again.
A lot of great performances in the undercard. Fraser Clark, Caroline DeBad, both second round stoppages. I know you're pressed for time, so we can't go through them all, but I just want to chat about Ben Whittaker. That was a bit special, wasn't it?
I think Ben is special. I've said it all along. I think that he was the one Olympian that was going to be the toughest to get, and we had to get him. I think he's got skills to die for. I think he's a fantastic fighter. He's got incredible dedication as well. So I've always said that with talent, you've got to have the willingness to work really hard, and I think Ben does have that. He's a character, he's a personality, he's got the looks, he's got the conceit, the arrogance, and everything that people are going to love and hate. There's a little bit of Naz in him, there's a bit of James DeGale, there's a bit of Money Mayweather, there's all of that, and he's going to be himself. I like the fact he's with Sugar Hill. He's going to be a cronk fighter, and I think he's going to be very, very exciting. I think we saw in the first round what flashy skills and showboating he's going to do, and he's going to annoy referees and he's going to annoy people, the purists, but he's going to be so entertaining. And what he did in the second round was he found a jab, a right hand that he didn't even throw with full vigor, and I know it's early opposition, but he couldn't have done it any better. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I think he's going to be a star, but I think we're going to have to see how he moves through the levels. It's obviously early days, but you can't get a better professional debut than that. Fraser, really pleased to see him back. He's had a difficult time with the injury. Good to see him get rid of a tough guy in a couple of rounds, and with a left hook, so he didn't damage the right hand too much. Caroline Dubois, I think, is going to be an absolute superstar. I think she's going to transcend boxing. The trouble with her is we're going to have to match her, and it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult with Lauren. It's going to be very difficult with Karis and Caroline, because they can basically fight for titles now. So, Ben and John Wish and I will be working really hard on making sure that we match them quite tough. I think that we can't sort of have them fighting, fights like that tonight where, to be fair, the opponent came and she just covered up. She didn't know what to do with her. These girls are special, and I think we're going to see on September the 10th how good our elite women are.
It's very late, so I'll let you go. Really appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
No problem at all. Cheers.